Welcome back then to our fourth video on the Flywoo Firefly series, and I think this was a really important test to do because I think now it's a lot clearer in my head. So this is going to be a review of the Flywoo Firefly 25 with an O4 Pro with a top mounted battery and flying exclusively on 4S. The result is definitely not what I expected in many ways. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, let's roll the first flight. Okay, so we promised that we would be out on a 4S with the Firefly 25 and the DJI O4 Pro, and that's what we're going to do today. We are out on a gloriously sunny day. Not gloriously sunny, but not massively warm at this moment in time, but it is quite early in the day, and we're just going to see how we feel about this after ripping the 20 all day yesterday and putting out that video the other day of the 20 on the O4 Pro. And straight away I can feel that we definitely, in my opinion, I much prefer the O4 Pro. It just gives me as a pilot that much more confidence. Now you guys might not necessarily feel that way, but that's just the way I feel. I like to be able to see and have a bit of fluidity in my flow, and that's what the O4 Pro gives me. And also a tree. But so far it feels good. I would say very slightly not quite as nimble as the 20, but I mean, if I was to push harder, this is my warm-up pack for the day. This is my first pack of the day, so I'm sure if I was to push harder I could probably get more out of it. Now this is a 530 mAh 4S pack, so it's a lovely lightweight pack that we showcased on the 20 the other day as well, so we'll see exactly how much flight time we can get out of it flying like this, which is what we did with the 20. But so far it's very enjoyable. We're not very high on the throttle either. So we're just nice and relaxed on that throttle at about 25 to 30% on average. .6 volts after just under 3 minutes. Seems like we're not going to be quite as efficient in this configuration. Hopefully we can take it back off, and we can't, so we're going to have to do a very long walk of shame here. Okay, so we crashed it, but even with that smaller 530 mAh 4S, we were still nice and agile. We didn't really have any problems. It took me a little bit of time to warm up. It was my first flight of the day. I'm just looking for the battery, but I think I've left it in the automobile. Let's take a look at the weight then, using the 720 mAh, which is, generally speaking, if I'm flying a 2.5-inch drone, the battery that I will go to the most. So that's coming in at 183 grams. That's not what I expected, I've got to be honest. I thought it was heavier. And I'm conflicted. I'm really conflicted with the 2.5-inch version. And what we're going to do is we'll release this video, we'll give the 2.5-inch its moment to shine, its time of glory, and then afterwards what we're going to do is we're going to have another video where we compare them both. We look at the pluses and the minuses on the O4, on 4S, on 3S, and so on and so forth. But let's run the next flight now. Okay. So we're just going to sling it around on 4S, do a few power loops, just see how it feels. There doesn't appear to be any major hangover after that crash. Seems to be flying okay. We have got a little bit of vibration in the camera, but we had that before. See if we can sling it a little bit. So you can induce prop wash fairly easily, of course. But yeah, it slings more than the 20. Just that extra little bit of inertia that it's got. But yeah, I was quite impressed with them on the O4 Lite. Obviously on the O4 Pro it does seem a lot nicer, to be fair. But that's just me. You may prefer it a little bit lighter on the O4 Lite, but from my point of view, the reassuring sort of weight and camera of the O4 Pro for me is just that little bit nicer, and I just prefer it. But ultimately it's personal preference, isn't it? The main task here is just to see what it's like on this 4S battery. This is the second one in a row now. The motors weren't hot after the first crash, so we will see after the second flight if we can make them hot. But I suspect they won't be. But this is why we're doing lots of full throttle punch outs, just to see how it goes. But it is, I mean, you know, Flywoo have really outdone themselves with these two drones. I think they're both brilliant. I love the modularity of them, but they also fly really well as well, which is, I appreciate. This is probably not going to be the most entertaining video of me just doing power loops, but hopefully the next video will be a little bit better for you guys. But it still moves on a dime. Still flies really well. 3.65 after 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And it is just about pushing it, just to see how warm we can make these motors now. But so far, seems to be doing okay. I do love the hang time it's got as well. And let's bring it back and see how hot or not these motors are. Okay, so let's check these motors. Nothing, 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 nothing. The warmest thing, I can feel heat off the O4 Pro. It doesn't get hot running it on 4S. I ran it 3 flights back to back, and you're going to see the third flight in a second, and at no point did the motors get hot. The hottest thing on this entire drone was the O4 Pro. Now, I did take the side panels off, as you can see, and that gave the flight controller a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of breathing space, which I think was probably a wise idea, because when you look at the amps that these motors draw, and then you look at the amps that the flight controller has available to it, I think just giving it a little bit of extra airflow was probably a good idea. But, and I won't spoil it for you, it might have exploded mid-air. I mean, it probably didn't looking at it, but it might have done. So we'll run the third and final flight, and then we'll come back for my final thoughts on this. This is a bit more of a whistle-stop review, but you guys have asked for it with the O4 Pro and to see what it's like with the O4 Pro, so that's what we're going to do. Right, let's run the third and final flight, and then we'll come back and we'll have a serious discussion about this. Okay, so we're out with the 720mm 4S on the Flywoo 25 Firefly, which obviously they say is a 3S only drone. Now, this is the third pack that we've flown, and so far it doesn't appear to have any problems. However, I have got some strange vibrations, which I had a look at the props and it doesn't seem that it's being caused by the props. So it could just be the camera's come a little bit loose. But what I don't want to do, in case there is a problem that we can't see, is I don't want to go over the velodrome with this and have it fail. So we'll just stick in areas where we can recover if the worst happens. But honestly, it flies really well. Like I said, the vibrations that you're going to see, I think, are either related to a screw loose from the crash, or potentially a prop problem. But ultimately, it just flies really well on 4S. And I haven't been able to make the motors hot. It is not a massively warm morning this morning here in the UK, but the sun is out and it's warmer than it has been, and still the props are not warm. So this is something we'll just have to see and test. Yes, sorry, I forgot to speak. Yes. I'm going through my head now, realistically, which one, if I could only pick one, would I pick? Now, the great thing is, because they're modular, I don't have to just pick one. Because they're modular, I can put an O4 Pro on one and swap it between the two of them. And that's a great thing with the modularity systems. But if I had to pick just one, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to defer that decision back into the studio and decide back in the studio, because I'm honestly not sure which one, if I could only pick one right now, that I would pick. Because they're both pretty agile. But I think what we'll do is we'll do this as its own review, because I think that's only fair. And then we'll have a separate video on the pros and cons of each one of them and which one I think is the best. It's a difficult one. It really is a difficult one. Because it just... The wind is picking up now. What are we on? We're on 3.66 after 4 minutes flight time. Going to be interesting to see what these motors are like after this one. I'm not feeling any degradation in performance, so it doesn't feel like they're getting warm. But after 4 minutes and 40 seconds, I'm going to land and check them. But I think a serious conversation needs to be had about this one in particular. Now, yesterday or the day before, I put out a review of the 20 with the O4 Pro, and I loved it. I loved how agile it was. I loved how nimble it was. I loved how just perfect it felt as a platform. This with the O4 Pro and a 4S doesn't feel as good. Now, sure, some of you are going to instantly say, but it's 3S. Flywoo have said it should only fly on a 3S, so why are you flying on a 4S and complaining? And you might have a valid point, but keep in mind that the motors and the KV in this are exactly the same as the motor and the KV on this. Most 2.5-inch FPV drones run on 4S. There is a few exceptions, but generally speaking, in the main, they run on 4S. One of the biggest questions I'm getting asked is, can you run this one on 4S or not? Yes, you can. I did 3 flights back to back. It was a bit of a chilly morning, but it was warmer than it had been, and I did plenty of full throttle punches, and at no point did it feel like the motors were holding back a little bit because it was getting warm. And obviously once I'd landed, after each flight, I checked them, and again, there was nothing with warm motors anywhere. So I'm fairly confident to say, if you want the 25 but you want a 4S, yes, you can run it with these motors, but I don't think this is the one I would pick if I went for a 2.5-inch. Now, I'm not talking about compared to this. We'll do that in a separate video. But I think if I was going for a 2.5-inch FPV drone, I probably wouldn't pick this one because of the motor size, because of the potential issues. It's a great drone and it's super light. But when you've got things like the Sub 250 Oasis Fly 25, the Deep Space Seeker 3, which I know isn't 2.5-inch, it's 3-inch, but it's in the ballpark, isn't it? The Avion Icon and Nexa 2.8, I just think they're better at being in this space than this is. But that's not to discredit it completely, because as I said in the final flight on the day, if I could only pick one, which one would I pick? And I wasn't sure, and I went backwards and forwards, and I still wasn't sure. I'm still not 100% sure if I could only pick one, which one that would be. But because they're modular, I don't have to just pick one. I can literally unscrew 4 screws and move my O4 Pro to this and move it back to this. And that's where I think this drone series shines over things like the Sub 250 Oasis Fly 25, the Nexa, or the Deep Space Seeker 3, because you can switch between them, because you can go, okay, let's go for a bit of a chilled long range flight with a 3S. We can fly for 12 minutes with this on a 3S 1000 mAh pack, switch the camera straight over to this and start ripping it around like an absolute lunatic. So it's not bad, and I'm not saying don't buy it, but if you're just going to buy one drone and your priority is pure unadulterated freestyle and nothing else, then I don't necessarily think this is the 2.5-inch I would buy. I'd actually probably buy this instead. I'm going to save my thoughts there because there's a lot more that I want to say about these, but I'm going to save it for the comparison video because I think putting them in this video is probably not the right way of doing it. And I know you're going to be extremely disappointed, but make sure that you subscribe to the channel for that video that's coming in a couple of days at absolute most. Like the video, hype the video, share the video, send the video to your dentists, receptionists, uncles, cousins, niece. And until next time, you've all been absolutely wonderful. Peace. YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most. So watch it and let me know if they're right.